Hello, everyone, and welcome to our roundtable for Season 4 of Marvel Rivals. A lot of the information for Season 4 is already out there, so we're going to discuss it. There is going to be a little bit more revealed tonight with the creator kind of showcase. That's going to be a few hours after this is sort of recorded, so we won't be able to discuss the skins in the past or anything like that. But we're going to go through a majority. So most of the things that are in the patch is with me is Tater and Nate. Hello. Yeah, and we're going to just kind of break things down, discuss a little bit, obviously watch a few little clips here. Now, I am, of course, as you guys can see, using, and I do always like to shout out Miller Ross. Miller, I've followed for a long time since Marvel's Avengers, and is great for like leaking and news regards Marvel games. So it's a great source of news for this, so that's who I always go to for this stuff. So shout out to Miller for all this easy posting, so we can just go through nice and quickly. So first off, the trailer. I don't want to watch the whole thing, but I do want to just kind of discuss the trailer itself and the fact that this was probably, I think, my favorite trailer to date. I think it was really good.
I enjoyed it. I felt like I was watching a really cool anime.
I think a lot of people have said this. They're saying, like, Marvel, make an anime in the rival style. And I kind of get it. Yeah. Like this shot. Look at that.
It's giving, what's that one show with the Jinx and like the thing that they made out of LOL?
Oh, like Arcane. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, like you could do an Arcane type of thing. Yeah. But just
giving so much Arcane.
Like, look at that. Beautiful. And the one later on in the trailer as well. Where is that? Look like
the fucking anime style rage moments.
It wasn't the one from Daredevil as well, somewhere in here as well.
Before it.
Oh, was it before?
Yeah, he rages out first.
1 second, it's not showing anything now. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got to be out here. Yeah.
I think I actually covered his eyes.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of meant to be the point, right? He's kind of like burning it away, and like this! Look at that! That's crazy. So good. And I love how much attention they're doing to stuff that isn't even just the game.
He's a lawyer, by the way. That's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Yeah.
Just a lawyer.
Just a lawyer. But yeah, so even this shot, that's a great shot. Like, oh my gosh.
False angels. Ugh.
Yeah. I think as well is, and I know this is somewhat related to the trailer, but somewhat related to the theme of the season, is that I really like that this feels like the other seasons have felt thematic in their way, and definitely last season did. But I feel like this is a really cool theme of like devils versus angels, right? I know it isn't as deep as that in the sense of like he's not an actual devil, but he sort of is in this game. I like that concept that they're kind of pushing more of like a real theme each season, because
it's wild to think that Matt Murdock is about to fight an Asgardian who comes from heaven.
Yeah,
literally.
But like he's doing it as well, because like look at this bit. Like, gorgeous. Obviously, he's enhanced by a demon here to some degree, but like and the impact like frames in a second. Where is it here? Oh, glorious. So yeah, obviously, as we haven't said it yet, but obviously the two new heroes are Angela and Daredevil. And to be honest, I think these are really good additions. We're kind of getting a little bit more Asgard here, but like she's definitively different from the other Asgardians. In not even just kit wise, but like lore wise. And then obviously Daredevil is going to be like probably one of the most anticipated characters of the game. Do you think? I think he's probably I mean Deadpool probably up there as well, but like I'm really excited that we're getting Daredevil here. So
it looks like the evil what's that DC character?
Oh, the Batman who laughs.
Yeah,
it just look a little bit like that there. Yeah, I can see it. I can see what you mean there. Yeah. But yeah, Tater, your thoughts on the trailer? Same thing.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I mean, I love definitely the lesbian representation is wonderful.
That's good as well. Yes, yeah.
Having those different and outwardly, like that is an outward.
Yeah.
Now that it's a phase of comics, like because again, a lot of comics characters can be like flexible or heteroflexible.
Yeah.
But like full on, no, this is a lesbian character. Get used to it. Get over it.
Yeah.
Also, just that beautiful ending artwork, the idea of the animals within, along with the fucking dragon in the background. I'm like, oh, that's
Shao
gonna be
Lao,
beautiful.
yeah. I'm really excited to see what Iron kind of like happens with regards Iron Fist in this season as well.
He's got to have something.
He's got to have a legendary skin or something. He's got to. But then again, they you know, a Jean season and she didn't get anything crazy skin wise. So you know, we'll see.
But it was hella more than Jean.
Yeah, it was.
It was a mix, but obviously hella was like the main.
Yeah. Can I? So let me say two things regards the theme of the season, and then we can move on to actually looking at the gameplay and stuff like that. One thing I'll say is this is very clearly in my head one of the last seasons where they had because I personally believe, and I don't know how true this is, that seasons 1 to 4 were all somewhat interchangeable. And I know they've got the law for it, and know that they've done that within reason. But if you think about all the trailers, the interconnectedness has come through writing. It hasn't really come through the actual trailers and stuff, right? So what I think has happened here is that they had sort of a number of characters ready to go potentially, and it was just who was going to be finished first and when. Because they've talked about their pipeline, and so they've got to have loads of stuff going at once to try and keep like this kind of level of speed up. And if you think about it, what I think they actually did was they realized that they could get out more sooner, and that's why they reduced the seasons. I think that's what they actually did, because, you know, I don't think they anticipated that at first. So what I will say is there's people saying, oh, well, why are we getting certain skins in this past that aren't necessarily Kunlun related? Well, we've been getting Kunlun skins since season 0. You know, yes, some of them have been paid, but we've been getting them, you know, the Squirrel Girl skin, the Scarlet Witch skin, the Doctor Strange skin. Exactly. So I personally believe that these 4 first seasons are kind of they're like your Act 1, if that makes sense. But Act 1 could have went in a number of different ways. You know, that's how live development kind of works. And so I think that's where my head is at in terms of like after this season, I think it'll be a little bit different. Apart from maybe because we're now getting Wasteland skins, is that part of the next season potentially? Who knows? But yeah, very interested in this. I mean, that key art is just I love it.
I'll say, Peralta, you'll probably know this better than me, but is Kunlun Nepal or is it China? Because I know that some of the like, especially the moon festivals, I don't know if that was specific to Kunlun as much as it was just to like. Generic,
I think. I think it depends, because I think what they kind of try and do is place Kunlun as a place that's not really linked to anything. But if you read the lore drop that they're doing, or the kind of like not the ethos for this, do you know how they do like a intro to this season? We'll get to it later on, but they talk about like the fact that for Daredevil they took inspiration from their own mythology. Now this is a Chinese-based company, so I think to an extent they're basing it more in kind of Chinese mythology for this specific run through. But yeah, what I will say is I think this is something that everyone's going to be talking about a lot, is that Daredevil obviously is very different to his usual depiction. But I kind of like it.
Depiction?
Depiction. Do I say depiction? I added another. That was like conversate, isn't it? It's like saying conversate, just converse. It's defecation. Yeah, that's his usual defecation is a bit different to this. But I think it works because this color scheme of the like kind of like the purpley pink energy is going to be very unique on the battlefield as yet. The only person who's sort of like it is Psylocke. So I think it'll kind of help us denote Matt on the field a little bit. So I think it's like a color theory thing in a way, I think, for me, as well as the fact that you can't have like, and don't get me wrong, you can, but you can't have like loads of characters who are somewhat unflashy, because the game is based on Flash, right? You use the Flash to denote things like ultimates and stuff. And what could Matt's ultimate have been otherwise in the nicest possible way? Like this kind of really leans into the devil aspect in a fun way.
I saw someone break down the trailer if you go back to where he just after he lets the devil out.
There's the hand on Angela's head.
Yeah, so all the smoke goes around and she's got a hand above her. So I think he's gonna. I feel like he could maybe be blinding.
Yeah,
like I like a blind.
or a
effect.
mark of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She's like surrounded in smoke, trying to swipe
Yes.
at the smoke and stuff, and
and being able to kind of use his weakness as his strength for his ult through the demon is a really cool concept. His weakness, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, it does have an eye in it. Yeah, you're right. If you look, it's like an eye within the hand. But yeah, so
the reference to the hand.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I think two very cool characters. There's just another clip of Angela there, but obviously Angela's going to be our first hero, our actual 4.0 hero, and then 4.5 is going to be.
I think we needed a new Vanguard this season.
I think I think she's going to change up the Vanguard role quite significantly.
Yeah.
Don't need to do any of that. Let's just scroll through. So the dev vision, we're going to go through most of that, so we don't need to watch this. I'm going to go through it here. So there's Angela again, obviously in game. And can I say, sorry, her model, very well done.
Yeah, she's fucking hench.
Yeah, which isn't how she is portrayed in the comics, but I think it really works for the game.
But you also need if you're going to be a Vanguard, you don't want the skinny little.
Oh
Vanguard. You want someone that people can hit.
And personally, I think this actually more embodies her character. If you read about Angela, I think this actually is more what you'd expect. You know.
Yeah.
So
she's like a Thor. She's an Asgardian fucking fighter. Why would she be?
Yeah.
Slender and sleek. She's gonna have muscles, and she's.
Yeah, and if you want to do that, if you want to do a slender and sleek Asgardian, the Sif, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but look at that! Just like, she's mogging all over the place. Obviously, I think Tater, you have some opinions on this, right? Mm-hmm. Trying to go ahead.
Specifically,
tell us what you think.
Respectfully.
Well, and to be fair, having grown up with like a literally large group of lesbians, it is one of those pieces where I'm not going to speak for the community.
No,
it's one of those nice things where like, okay, it's good to get that representation, but also you either get like the really sleek, like what's the drug show that? Oh God,
you've lost me now.
Euphoria.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
right. Yeah. Okay.
You either get that skinny, like drugged out look for lesbians, or you get the buff muscle mother kind of lesbians. And so it is kind of stereotypical, but also kind of fits. And I'm not surprised because it is a character drawn by Neil Gaiman, who has his own issues for many reasons.
What I will say. Just kind of build on what you're saying. I think what I know this might sound silly, but I feel like changing her body type to yes, it is somewhat typical for her characterization, if you want to put it that way. But I feel like it's better than her characterization as essentially looking like every other female character to ever exist.
Yeah. Well, especially in this game.
Yeah, exactly. And also it kind of removes her slightly from, and I hate even using the term, but male gaze in a sense. Because, it's kind of like...
She's for the female gaze.
Yeah, she's for the female gaze in a way now. But what I will say with that is I think what they've really done well is they give her... Yes, they give her a bigger stature, but her armor isn't like a savage kind of vibe. It's still very elegant armor, and on top of that, her voice is very soft spoken. Even though she's this not brute, but she's this big imposing figure, and then her voice is actually quite angelic, right? So it's quite a good dichotomy in that you've got kind of this, you're not fully falling into a stereotype. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The only issue with her voice is the voice actor's accent it slips to literally just one line she says. I think it's whatever video she's in. She says it right at the end. It sounds like an American doing a British accent.
Okay. Just slightly falters.
The rest of it's great until just this one line she says. I went, oh.
It does happen. I mean, there was a lot of commentary on Tracer in Overwatch that her accent was very very extreme. Why is this not loading?
American always British.
We don't have any kind of look at this, but obviously a new map's coming. Not 4.0. Now this is like the first update, major update, where we've not had a new map.
Partway through the season, 25th. So what? The week after?
Halfway through the season, 25th. So it's only a few weeks. It's not even 4.5. It's it's going to be.
You think
it's
that
2
it's
weeks
because it's not ready, or because do you think it's what reason?
I think personally, they're probably trying to do it to keep people engaged. What I mean by that is, if you think about it, if you release a hero, then 2 weeks later you release a map, and then 2 weeks after that you're releasing another hero, you're actually always winning, right?
Yeah.
Now, as well, they doubled. We have to remember that even though we usually get this, they doubled the same sort of way in last season. They did the drop for the first one, then they didn't drop. Resource Rumble didn't drop straight away with the second part. It was a little bit after, if I remember correctly. So they're trying to get into the cadence of hero map hero is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if there's another map for 4.5 or if they're going to just have the one map this season, because it looks like they're only getting one from what we've been told, which is interesting. But the Kunlun map, I'm very excited about. It looked glorious in the trailer there. So if it's like taking that art style, it'll be great. Yeah. So... This is, so I didn't actually watch over this bit a lot whilst I was watching the thing, so I'm going to let this one play.
Season 4 is also bringing a major update to arcade mode. Fan favorites like Clone Rumble and Giant Size Brain Blast are coming back and will be permanent. We are also introducing Free Fight, a mode with no restrictions on duplicate heroes, and a Conquest, Annihilation mode where you rack up points by chaos. Conquest, Doom Match, Conquest, Annihilation, Free Fight, Giant Size Brain Blast, and Clone Rumble will all be accessible from a single arcade mode hub. You can queue for one mode or several at once, making it easier than ever to jump in. And
you kind of like check a box of which ones you want to.
Yeah, and they'll just put you into the first one it gets.
Gotcha.
So what
if you don't want to ever play Clone Rumble, but you want to play some arcade modes, you can just switch off Clone Rumble and play all the others.
What I will say is, it's very clear to me that they've been trialing all these different game modes to see what kind of fits the game ethos and what people are really interested in. And now that they've realized that people are enjoying them, they want to make them permanent. And it makes sense, right? What are you going to do if you want to test to see if it's a direction the game goes in? Make it a limited time event. If everyone says it's ass, you store it away and never do it again. If people say, "Oh, I really enjoyed that," then you can add it, implement it in the game fully. So this makes perfect sense to me, and I actually really like this as their ethos, that they try things and see how it works, and if it works, they push it further. If they don't, they kind of walk it back, or otherwise don't touch it again. So I think this is a very smart way of doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully they don't bring back Resource Rumble.
What do you mean? That's the next map.
It's fucking shit. I know.
That's the next map. What do you mean? It's not shit. It's not shit. I disagree.
It's not shit if you can choose to be in it, but if you're in regular quick play and you get put into that, I that threw me off of it.
Well, okay. Okay. Right, new skins. So this is going to be, it looks like it's going to be another pass this season, one of those smaller passes. And it's going to include some more. I was talking to you, Nate, about this one the other day. And another summer skin here. And I think the reason Thing's getting two is that the thong skin, if you want to call it that, I think that was a joke skin in the way of like they probably made it in 2 minutes because it probably wasn't that hard to make. And so this is his like real skin for this.
I just think they didn't give Mr. Fantastic a summer skin.
But you don't think that's in character?
He's not at the beach. Everyone else is.
They're a family, all right?
Yeah, I do hate that myself. I do hate that myself that like the three of the four have got a skin and then they're not. The Punisher one we've seen loads, but still, the Punisher is getting skin as well, of course.
I actually really
The
like
skull
it.
kini. I
was
kind of
like,
like
you know
it. It's
what's that
funny.
water gun
It's
is,
funny.
it's
I like
gotta be
it.
legendary.
Mantis, I like it, but I just feel like her skin's always fall in the same sort of category to me. They always look very samey. She's got a kind of Wonder vibe to her, and that they all look very similar. So I don't know how I feel about it personally, but yeah,
Cute.
It's cute. It's just it's nothing. It's not nothing to write home about to me. I love this one. This is, dare I say, cunt.
Just don't say it to Vanessa
Just don't
Kirby.
say it to Vanessa Kirby.
I will be interested to see how the 4 window works.
In game,
The custom moon on the back looks a little interesting too. I'm like, is that a moonlight kind of thing? Like, what's going on with the
No, it's
No,
not.
that is like a style of swimsuit, isn't it?
There's a
I
lot
know
of
it's a style swimsuit, but it still looks like.
what I like is I like this for Sue because it gives her a little bit more of like a, I hate to use the word fierce, but fierce look without it being, and it still seems relatively modest, if that makes sense. Because Sue's always been that kind of line, you know, she's somewhat modest, but still likes to dress well. So I like that as a concept for Sue there. Johnny, now people wanted something a little bit more raunchy than this, which is weird. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I do like this. I think it's very cool. You were saying it's sort of a reference to something, right, Nate?
It's very similar to Doflamingo from One Piece.
Okay.
It gives a lot of people went, yeah, it gives those vibes.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of Doflamingo just so you can.
All right. Whilst Nate's doing that, we are also getting
Wanda buffs.
Well, no, we're not there yet. We're at Ultimate Ability VFX, so the VFX is now going to be.
Reason you said you wouldn't get one.
Yeah, well, that now means I don't mind it now, because you can turn it on and off as well. This is always the best scenario. So if you don't want the Ultimate Ability VFX on, you can turn it off, which is fine. But like now, if you buy it, it's worthwhile because everyone sees it, and that makes the most sense to me. It's clear they was trying to see if people liked it first. Again, as I said before, to see if they needed to really work on implementing it properly. That's how I see it.
You as the player can turn on and off, or is it something?
It's something you as the player, you can decide whether you want the effects on or not, as like you as a person, not their side. It's so like if you're playing as Punisher, there you can decide if you wanted to see that or not. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. That's why I wanted to make sure. I was when you said you as the player, I was like, well, yeah, why wouldn't if you
I absolutely want to see all that.
I do. Yeah, I do as well. But obviously, for those who have low end PCs, obviously being able to turn that off is a good option.
Or PS4.
Okay,
text chat.
Let me have a look at that. Oh, that is. Yeah, I see it.
It's the glasses and the floral.
I see it.
People went, yeah, and the blonde hair. It gives Doflamingo.
Yeah,
I see that. I see that. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now. These obviously we all have mixed opinions on accessories anyway. I'm going to actually zoom in on this.
Some of them are good. Some of them are.
I want to zoom in like this so we can see it like this. So accessories though as a whole, some can be fun. Some really fit sit well on the character. Some not so much.
Yeah.
What I'm more interested in with this one, if I'm being completely honest, is the inclusion of Quicksilver and Polaris, because that means that those characters are something they're thinking about in some capacity or another, and that really excites me because those are characters that should be like that would be really cool to add to the game. You know, having eventually some kind of I don't know, you don't think you call it Maximoff, you probably call it what's Magneto's surname again?
Magnus.
Well, it depends on the version, doesn't it? Because sometimes he's called that, and sometimes he's called something else. Eric Lansha, sometimes is it, or something like that. Anyway, long story short, it would be really cool if they had like a 4-way team up at some point. That'd be really cool, but I doubt it. But it'd be cool, and it's nice to see them. I also am interested how the Cloak and Dagger one works. Do you buy both, and then it's on each of them, or is it you buy one?
Buy both individually.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see that. There's also one for Luna Snow, it's a White Fox, and I'll be interested to see if that's related to the character, who I think is the same name, which will be interesting as well.
I thought it was just a Kitsune because it's.
Yeah, but there's a character called that as well, I'm pretty sure. 1 second, let me check this up.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it was just
White Fox Marvel Comics. Army Han? Is it based on the Korean legend of the Nine-Tailed Fox? She appeared as an original character in a Marvel licensed webtoon produced by Disney Korea. And she's somewhat. People have been rumoring her for the game at different points, so I'm wondering if this is kind of like a teaser.
Maybe, yeah.
So that would be interesting. This I actually really like because we're getting too far at the rock. Now, personally, I prefer they change this to a list. I prefer that they change the actual curve to a list instead, and move the characters over to the left-hand side and have a list instead. But as an alternate option for the time being, at the very least, I think having the wheel, being able to pick favorites on it, is a good shout.
They love a wheel in this game, don't they?
They do like a wheel. They do like a wheel.
What's wrong with the wheel?
Well, fate broke.
No.
You broke, don't fix it.
Guys, now this is the smallest change and the biggest change. Slow walk on PC.
Love it.
The fact that they care so much about this game, that they've took time, even however small, to allow people to aura farm, as they said in the video themselves.
Literally in the video.
Said aura farm.
We've also heard how much you love slow working for the superhero aura farming.
I love it. The deadpanness of it, great. I am really, really happy about this. Just the fact that, again, it's not about the slow walk, it's about their attention to detail. It's their attention for the player base. It's their attention for that this game lives or dies by feeling cool and being cool and like having those little clips and funny moments, like as much as the game itself, right? So very cool to see that. I love it. I love it.
So we are bringing Halo slow walk support to PC.
Yes. I mean, obviously you could do it before with the controller, but now having it as an actual thing is very cool. Don't mind the... Why is that? Never mind.
Keep going. You just ignore it. And then you proceeded to...
Gallery card download. Another really small... Yep. Another really small thing. But like for creators, this is really good. I mean, obviously for people who want a background like that too, cool. But like for creators, this is great because if you want to use like key art for like a thumbnail or something like that, it's straight from the game now. That's so easy. But again, like that'll be an insane... Yeah.
Yeah, print them off by quality, stick on your wall. And that the Phoenix one, we got the Phoenix 7?
Oh yeah. I know which one you mean. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. So right, okay, this one. Now you were complaining about this, Nick, because you didn't. Actually, does this change for everyone?
It looks like it does.
Because you were saying you didn't like this, did you? You were saying it was going to piss you off.
Yeah, fucking messaging in a million different colors. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, well, I hope there's maybe a setting to turn off the different colors if you want to, but that is going to be crazy. Like, to be fair, it might help if you can like put something in. I think there's too many colors, but if they had like 2 or 3, it would have been cool to kind of someone be able to look in chat and go, "Oh shit!" Like something's being said, but that's a lot otherwise, isn't it?
It's like the colorblind, I guess.
Total damage. And
yeah, that's what I was about to say as well. Depending on color blindness as well, that might.
Yes, that's true as well.
Not be ideal.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. Maybe that's not the best idea, but I do like that we can use the moods as actual like emojis in chat now.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I didn't see that bit. Yeah, I do like
that's cool because it's like a lot of these I felt were going to be useless if you have one on your nameplate and then the rest are kind of useless. But now being able to kind of actually use them, I love how the thing's dead in the background, by the way, as well. But yeah, so that's okay. That's good. I'm going to skip over this. It's very straightforward. Okay. It's college. If you're in college, you get skins. You guys knew that from last time. March schedule, I don't care. Right. We're getting to gameplay now. So, this is weird to kind of do this first, but I suppose we might as well just do it this way.
Yeah, go through it, yeah.
So, Thor's going to get a new team up by way of Angela. Basically, look at how huge she is compared to him, by the way. Oh, wait, no, she's flying. She's flying. She's flying.
You got fall off the ground.
Sorry, you guys can't see that on. I thought she was huge compared to him, but she's just flying.
No, yeah, I can see the shadow.
No, you guys can, but video couldn't because of the way my camera is. So
this gives him the ability to throw a thunder spear that restores Thor force upon hit.
Thunder spear.
Afterward, Thor can leap to the
It's
spear's
giving
impact
Kratos,
point
I
during
said.
the second wave of damage to all
I mean, yeah.
enemies within range.
Can we just say how much fucking
This gives
damage it
him
did
the
to that
ability
Ultra
to
Bot then?
throw a
Yeah,
thunder
that's going to be
spear that
insane.
restores Thor force
Basically allowing
attack.
Thor to jump in there and then charge
Afterwards,
straight away again
Thor
because
can
he'll
leap
have his
to the
own
spear's
charge.
impact point.
Is
Yeah,
going to
'cause
be...
Look how much damage it does.
Yeah.
basically need to kill them.
Yeah.
This gives him
And that's
the
tank
ability
health.
to throw.
Yeah, that's
Unless he's
That's
already
gonna be
on lower
crazy.
health, but-
going to be crazy, and I think
No, I
I
don't
think I
so.
want to play
He
loads of
was holding
Angela and
full
Thor
health
this
and
season.
He did damage.
Yeah.
Let's watch it again. Is it because it hits him directly? Because in this one, if you
I
look
wonder
at
if
it,
it does. Yeah.
It's the
Because if
floor
it hits
of the realm.
directly,
it hits the
which,
floor
again,
here.
Yeah,
If it
but
hits
then
him
the other one it
directly,
was directly. Yeah.
yeah.
During a second wave of damage to all
Yeah.
enemies within
So if it hits them
I think it was
directly,
full.
it must do.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works specifically, but it looks like as if it looks like it did an
ability
AOE
to
here,
throw a thunder
Mhm.
him the ability
there,
to
and then but
throw
this
a
one doesn't look so
Thor can
AOE.
leap to the spear's impact point.
Yeah, see what
Look at
During
it.
a second wave
See
of
it? Well, it
damage
does
to
still,
all
actually, to be
enemies
fair.
within
Yeah.
Oh,
range.
actually, it did look like he had
This
lower health.
gives
Now that I
him the
watched it, they're
ability to
slower.
throw a thunder
Yeah.
spear
Okay.
that
Either way, Thor is going to be a menace with this because you've basically given him a button like what the Thing has had this season.
I think Thor is going to finally start seeing some bans.
Yeah, potentially.
I think
Or
he's
you might
banned.
see Angela be banned.
Yeah.
You know, Thor's a fucking nuisance as it is.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
He
his,
is.
his
I mean,
recent
only if you're
buffs have made
soloing.
him crazy.
You have to be good at him to be good.
Yeah.
But if you are good, he's disgusting.
So
So
Lord Thors I'm coming across in the lobbies recently are just absolutely just
Yeah.
crazy work.
Yeah.
Like they're killing like 3 people and then they're gone before you can even like
you can, and you can just, the thing is, you can just disrupt people by charging into them, and then the shield you get is enough to kind of just keep doing it. Like, so depending with this, it could be disgusting. Especially because you can jump straight past the front line to the back line with that.
Yeah.
Effectively getting a Hulk jump.
Yeah. Magic joins Arcane Order. I'm interested in this one.
unleash a
Ooh, I keep forgetting that it's going to like just destroy my ears with the clip every time.
train of Citara that leaks
So I
to
just turned down the
enemies
stream.
and slows them.
I'm interested in it. It's very, it's giving Reed's Slam, but easier. If you're going into a backline though, this is going to be great because the healers are going to get fucked so easily. Because
turn to face each other.
Well, yeah, because that is going to have to be the tactic. Because if you go further apart, it gets worse. It gets taut, so to speak. So
The thing is, most people are already going to be holding W or holding S or A or D.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be holding. They're going to be moving during
Yes.
that. They get hit. They're already going to continue the movement, and,
Yeah.
and obviously then it'll stretch regardless.
I think she's going to get
Something
some bans this season, if I'm being completely honest, because she's
I
got
was
some.
going to say Doctor Strange. 'Cause
Well,
again, with as few tanks as there are, banning
Yeah.
2 tanks for either team is a solid choice.
yeah, and to be fair as well, because her team up's getting nerfed, but because she's part of this as well, you could be seeing that actually potentially. Yeah,
You could be strange.
Well, it's
man.
just like Hulk getting banned, right? Because
Yeah.
Hulk will never see the light of day.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Well, so
Yeah,
this is an interesting one now. Hulk was getting banned to stop Namor, right? Now, this is going to be harder for those people who play BP. I could do it again. For those people who play BP, because he's now in that team up. So, you want Hulk. So, I think Hulk bans are actually going to go down. I think that's maybe why they did this, to be honest.
Yeah, because the BP is going to ban a Hulk to stop Namor, but if he's in the team up now, they're going to want Hulk, and then Namor's also valid to the enemy team.
I think that's
a tricky one.
I think that's somewhat what they've done, if I'm being completely honest.
I missed what you said then, probably.
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. I said I think that's what they've done. I think that's the intent. I think the idea is that they're trying to make it so that it's a harder choice for BPs or dive in general.
If you want to dive,
yeah,
the enemy team also has anti-dive. I think that's really good because it's so often that a dive comp will ban the anti-dives and then dive is free. Like, dive is just free, or you waste your bans on banning dive and then other metas are free. So having an anti-dive, having a dive team up rely on anti-dive is fucking
is glorious. Yes. it's diabolical. It's genius.
So you either dive with us being able to have anti-dive,
yeah,
or you don't get your team up,
Yeah.
which is a crazy work team up. That is disgusting as a team up.
But it's not a crazy team up for him, really, because what he gets is this shield if he drops below a certain threshold. I think it's 100, it shows here. But what I actually like about this, and we'll go into the patch notes to show that he's been nerfed somewhat, but compared to the Magic team up, which is now removed from the game, this, you still know where he is. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true, in that, like, with the Magic team up, he'd end up back over here somewhere. Or over the right or over the left. Now he's still in the exact same place. Yes, he's got that survivability, but you still know where he is. So you can keep an eye on him a lot more than you could before. Because if he had that Magic team up, he'd be halfway across the map. And
I get that. I just think like the ways to kill Black Panther. You've got Emma. If you can grab him, slam him, you can beat him up. But the second he's half health, he's shielded, and then he's gonna get away anyway.
Yes,
true. I think his survivability with that is gonna go up.
Well, his health is coming down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that too. But, like, I think he's gonna get that shield, and as soon as he gets that shield, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's gonna run.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Which is fine because then he has to go find a health pack instead of
Yeah, well, yeah. Any time that he's away from you is actually a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So, placement matches. Now, this isn't coming for season 4. I think that's the most important thing to say. But we will be getting placement matches going forward, and what that means is you'll be doing. Overwatch did 10. I don't know how many they're going to do in Rivals, but essentially you'll do at the beginning of the season you'll do a certain amount of matches, and it'll decide which rank you're meant to be in from the off. What that means is that you won't get the horrible disparity that happens at the beginning of a season, which, Nate, you've already protested to for.
Christ, I cannot be back in gold again. I'm
back in gold again. I'm back in gold again. I'm going back to fucking bronze, Nate.
Yeah.
That's on me. I live life.
So yeah, I think this should have always been the case. Personally, I think this is going to be a big change for the competitive scene. You know, we have too many people who are just. How do I put it? Yeah, and they're not in the ranks that they should be. They're not in the ranks that they should be. They've either been artificially inflated, or they're too low to where they actually should be because of that artificial inflation of others. So it'd be good to see if this actually does help with that to a degree. Marvel Rivals is on PS4, and I actually hate this.
I don't understand why, because it's going to break so many PS4s, but maybe that's their intent.
I actually hate this because I'm very concerned that someone, I mean, don't get me wrong, it might be optimized quite well, but I'm very concerned. So Final Fantasy 14, for a lot of years, had support for PS4. And I know it's a very different game, but what basically happened is there was stuff that they couldn't do in the game and stuff that they had to draw back on because they still were doing PS4 support. And that's my concern here. I don't know how true that would actually be, but I'm concerned that, and I understand it's to appeal to a wider populace, but I'm concerned about this because it might limit the game going forward. That's my thoughts.
At a certain point, it sucks. Excuse me. At a certain point, you've got to have games not be released on all the generations of consoles. Like it's gonna happen. Like, you wouldn't expect like a brand new game to come out tomorrow and they go, oh yeah, it's also launching on original Xbox. Like, they just wouldn't, because it's obsolete. No one uses it. So like,
give it to me on the PS2 on a disc.
At a certain point, you've got to go, okay, let's leave these. And now it sucks because not everyone can afford a PS5 at the moment as well. So, you know, PS4 is still used quite frequently.
Yeah,
but it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I don't want.
When it's coming. Like, it's so late into Marvel Rivals' existence.
It's a year in.
Why?
What I'll say is, obviously, I don't want people to not be able to have a chance at the game. And obviously, I'm not saying this to PS4 users. Obviously, if you've got a PS4, this is great for you. Congrats. My concern is that has Rivals made the right choice for Rivals, if that makes sense. And I guess we'll see, because obviously, clearly, they've done some research on it because they've waited 9 months until they've done it. So hopefully, there's the actor for Angela. Moving on.
Cool.
Not in a mean way. It's just
Halloween event.
Halloween event. This was seen during the favorite heroes segment. They're doing a Halloween event. People are wondering if it's going to be zombies. People are wondering what else it could be.
Oh my god!
There's a few skins that have been like Cap Wolf has been done in a game before. There's Punisher zombie. So like, I think they shouldn't do zombies straight away. I think zombies could be a cool season concept for like next time round.
I mean, listen, if you want to do a zombies match to where like you fight against a horde as your characters,
yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I think zombies could be a really cool season down the line. I don't know if I necessarily want the zombie skins this time around. But saying that, knowing that Marvel Zombies, the show, is coming out, I wouldn't be surprised if we at least got one zombie skin during this.
It'd be cool though, because it is the season isn't what, so it starts on the 12th, right?
It starts on the 12th. It runs. It'll run right through to the end of well, it'll be.
Not in 6 weeks.
It'll be. Well, it's so Daredevil is by the roadmap has been said to come out 10th of October. So we'll have another 4 weeks after that. So it'll literally end the week after Halloween.
Yeah, that's. So you'd probably be like the last week of the season. Is maybe they'll add it there. Yeah, it's interesting because I wouldn't want to do a full season of Halloween after Halloween.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, like next year, if they kind of had it right, because those things can be a little bit more planned now that they've got their feet on the ground, so to speak. I'd like a zombie season then, but I think currently one zombie skin or two is cool. I wouldn't want it to be fully zombies because I think there's a lot more cool concept than just zombies for Halloween.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, yeah, like you said, you've got the werewolf.
Werewolf Cap, you've got kind of zombie Punisher, you've got...
Howling Commandos.
Vampire stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing as well. How you could easily expand on some kind of other things in the game so far. Right. Angela's kit. Let's get this going. So, 1 second. Okay. The key art. Just need to talk about the key art. Oh, God. Okay.
My birth and past are tainted. I fight to reclaim them each day.
So the fact that she flies pretty much without any kind of detriment is insane. The fact that she can just hit things in the air, shield, leap, pick her up, kill her, bam.
Well, someone said that she gets like a Ryan charge every 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's very Reinhardt-esque. It's flying Reinhardt, essentially.
And I'm really grateful for the ground.
And then
she can go to the ground.
Yeah, and she leaps into ground mode, and then she can start axing people, which is quite cool.
And then there's no other characters that can fly and walk, right?
If you take it somewhat like Star-Lord's, then yes, but his is on a resource, if that makes sense.
But but like a flyer, there's no
flyers
that can walk.
No. So yeah, this is really cool.
She leaves like a thing on the ground.
Yeah, like it's like feathers, isn't it? It's like
yeah,
I like that.
Spiky feathers.
And then she just bam.
Straight through.
And what I'm interested in, her ult looks somewhat original Orisa-like to me, Tater. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah. I agree.
And like, Zam.
Also, the generation of Overshield is really nice.
Yeah.
It shows she's got the 4 life.
Oh,
and the pairing of their ults is going to be so nasty.
Yeah, it's really nice. She's essentially got another bind. It's somewhat like a Groot ult, but also somewhat like a Cap ult. It's like a little bit of a mix of the two.
It's the last line of that trailer.
Oh, okay.
I dislike.
Overconfidence will destroy you.
Yeah.
Overconfidence will destroy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me.
Not me. No, you.
It will destroy you.
Yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying, definitely. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm not going to go into this just yet. We're going to go past this and we're going to come back because that's going to be a big segment. So, Ultron skin looks cool. I like the way Slander's set. I want him. Not like that.
Sure.
Moon Knight What If skin. I like it. It's okay. It's not great.
It
I
doesn't
thought it was
beat
a penny
the
skin
Phoenix
officially.
skin.
Nah.
It doesn't beat the Phoenix skin, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Moon Knight has some of the best skins in the game, though, so.
Unless it is a penny skin, in which case that would be sick.
It says
That
Moon
would
Knight.
be actually insane. No, a giant robot skin, but like that would be cool as fuck if
Right?
they had Penny Parker look like a giant fucking robot Moon Knight.
That would be cool.
I agree.
That's what I hoped
you
for at the
still know
beginning.
she's Penny.
Wait, guys, what if that was the Halloween event? You get costumes of different heroes.
That would be
sick.
cool. Yeah, that would be
That'd be
cool.
so cool.
Although I have
Oh,
seen a concept someone put out of it's essentially a Jeff Rumble.
yes,
Right.
yeah, with all the
But they
different
all have
costumes.
different costumes. Yeah, so you pick. They all do what Jeff does, but they have the ultimate abilities of the person they're
Yeah.
dressed up as.
Oh gosh.
Which is funny.
I'd love to see that. That'd be so funny.
So I like it, but but also this is the first. The skins that are in the game that are somewhat being adapted by the MCU alongside the actual MCU ones, but this is the first guy to get 2 MCU proper skins, if that makes sense. So like Loki has like the one from Loki season 2, and then he has the President Loki, but it's not President Loki is attributed to the comics. So this is the first time we've got a second MCU skin for a character. Phoenix, Nate and I talked about this in passing. Nate, you like this, right?
I do like it. I think it's really cool.
I don't know if I like the hair, but I think that's a lot of my issues. But I actually really like the outfit. The fit looks great.
Yeah.
And the eyes
cool.
are really cool as well. It's nice to see the eyes. It makes sense.
We'll see what it actually looks like in game.
Yeah,
Then
well,
we'll
that's
judge.
part of it, yeah.
It's like your
This
one
Loki one,
skins.
Love it.
Certain cunt.
I don't mind it. I just think he's been getting a lot of skins that are so good that I'm going to have to use this new feature where you can like alternate skins.
Randomize.
Yeah. Which they've been talking about. Where's that? You hate this one, right? Nate?
Oh, that
I
looks
hate
so cool.
I like everything except the
This eye plate.
Yeah.
I love the eye plate. It makes it
Oh,
look
I
so
think
menacing.
I
so
like
dumb.
it personally, but yeah. There's
That's
her other color, which I actually quite like. This
I
one.
actually don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
That's the first recolor I've got. Cool.
Yeah.
It's all right.
There's
It's
her
like a Little
emojis.
Mermaid.
She's doing the Kermit sip
Not the
that,
Kermit
but that's
sip
none of my
tea.
business.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I'm glad that it's Blade. I like Blade. I like the emote, but I'm sick of these freaking Will of Galactas.
Yeah.
Costume rotation
I
players
think-
can now choose to enter the battle with a randomly selected costume from their hero. Costumes can also be manually excluded from this pool, so you can pick which ones to put in. So that's good.
'Cause I don't want my creepy mantis bug one that still gives me willies.
Oh, I like that one. It's cute. That's what I've got as Mantis.
It was cute
actually.
up until I started noticing the different blinking eyes in her skin. That
Ultron needs to put his grippers away in this one.
not his ultras.
And then there's a little bit more of the bottom half, this which I actually think is incredibly plain on the
think that
bottom
looks-
half.
yeah.
I don't
and
like
the
that.
bit-
But
I feel like it should have had some kind of skirt, not skirt as in a skirt, but like a
There's
like a pleated
belt
thing.
and-
Yeah,
no,
like a
that's an L for me. That skin. I think it sucks.
I kind of like it.
And here's the roadmap. So we're going to go through this, and then we'll go through the patch notes. So we've talked through most of this, but Hella's getting a new costume called the Grim Lady,
Cool.
Oh,
which looks sort of Lady
Dimitrescu.
Yeah, Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
Esque, which I kind of like. There is one of the heavens that is somewhat in that style.
There's an interesting concept there though, because if they have, because what's like style is that? It's like a decade, right?
Yeah, it depends
Like the
because
1930s, 1920s.
yeah,
Yeah, and like I'd love like a
I would,
a
yeah.
2030s style because you've got
Give
the
me
thing.
Peggy
I know
Carter
it's
in
a
that one.
trench coat, but it could count.
and then the cloak and dagger kind of. I know it's like their
Yeah,
one if they were in
yeah.
Sicily, but it's got that similar
Yeah.
vibe.
It fits, yeah. That'd be cool.
Right, this one I don't know about yet. I like the art looks okay, cool, interesting. I don't know if I'm going to like it in game.
Listen,
I'm just sick of the
listen.
coat trails. Like I don't like
Emma
those.
with long hair.
Yes, no, I was
We
going to
are
say
finally
yeah,
getting
the
Emma
long
with
hair is a good shout. I really like that Emma's getting long hair. She's always really had long hair.
Yeah.
So I like seeing her with actually long
Fuck
hair.
ass Bob.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate the bob, but I don't love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously October
It's like
10th, it's going to be
and
then
Daredevil.
And then the Phoenix skin, it was like, she has long hair, but it's killed up, so she's still got a fuck-ass bomb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So, yeah, it's nice to see. The way they've done it is quite smart. So they've kept all the hair off her face so that they can still make the skin quite intricate. It does look very cybernetic, which is a cool concept for her, actually, because it's a little bit different to what she's typically.
I'd love to see a cyberpunk or a steampunk season.
Well,
I'm not a huge fan of cyber stuff. Like,
it depends, I think.
Cyborgy bits and stuff. I've never really, like, the Hawkeye skin I quite like, to be fair, but
I think it depends on how it's done. I think we'll have to see when it actually comes to the game, because concept art to actual fruition can look so different.
Oh, absolutely.
Hela keeps getting cool skins. Stop it, Hela.
It's almost like the devs like Hela.
Yeah, there's art for the map there.
Nice.
And is that it?
Is that Daredevil standing under the dragon?
I think it's probably, it could be. I think it's just meant to be like the player. I think you're probably going to have something very similar to Null, where this is like one of the points. And then, so design philosophy, long and short of this is they kind of go into the fact that it is Matt Murdock.
He's been Matt Murdock, bitch.
But he's given up everything to basically save. So this is like, so this map is on. So there's 4 timelines meant to be in this kind of chronal collapse, so to speak, however you want to put the chronoverse. And this is the 4th one. We haven't been to it yet. And this one is basically in its death throes. And it's basically a war between gods and all sorts. And there's only like the heavenly cities left, basically. And so Matt took up this moniker of Dzang, alongside the devil to kind of help protect these people. So he's kind of like gone even further into his vow, if that makes sense. And kind of almost gone crazy with it, and he's trying to protect Hela. But there's something regards so basically Angela's sister Lausa has been taken into one of the cities in Kunlun, and she's trying to get her back. Basically, that's the long and short of it.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you come from. But what I do have is a particular set of skills. Anyway.
Okay.
We go ahead and do the whole thing.
Angela Neeson. And then it looks like we're not done with the Polarity Edge stuff yet, because this is Luna's one, and I don't mind it. I just didn't expect us getting into the one. I think I'd have to see it in game.
I don't know. I'm very like torn with that. I like they obviously they're going like the whole fire and ice kind of thing, but the Venom thing kind of. I wish they'd gone just fire and ice. Yeah. Because now she's got the Venom thing on top as well. That kind of just it's too much.
Yeah. I wouldn't have minded if it was just the face part, but yeah, the whole legging part too. It's like,
I just think if they just made her have a Phoenix Force skin, that was Anyway, that's to do with Marvel Mystic Mayhem. So going back down to the patch notes.
Well, I'm not too keen on that Luna. I don't really play Luna a lot, but
I was gonna say, I was like, okay, just let the Gooners have it.
So all new content, new hero, new stories. So that's it's cool. Some new lore, but whatever.
There's Iron Fist lore, so obviously that's something.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like lore. It's just like when you're sat here, you can't like we're not gonna break down what the lore is.
On the game, you want to jump on the game and go, cool, I want to play a game. Well, I need to read this guy's lore.
Yeah, I actually think they could do better at portraying it. What this has just showed me nothing. That was not what I was looking for. It's the balance.
One of my friends who I convinced to start playing Rivals was complaining about the ads at the start of each round of like the lore, and I was like, you mean the lore of the map of why we're here? And they're like, yeah, but it's an ad. And I'm like,
it's not an ad. Oh my gosh.
I know. I just don't like reading. So I'm like,
oh my gosh, imagine reading. Okay, so we're going to try and speed through this as quickly as possible because we're already nearly at an hour. But Cap's damage output is getting slightly downgraded. Basically, he's losing his damage from the anchor. I'm not bothered about that. Okay. Sorcerer's Fury is now casting faster, so reduced Maelstrom of Madness cooldown from 8 to 6, but he's got a little bit less health. Now, Nate, you were talking about this where Strange backs up a lot and puts up that shield again, and suddenly you can't get to him, so maybe that'll help with that a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Strange for me often escapes on 20 health. So
Yeah.
I think that is literally like
Yeah.
that's gonna be.
I've seen so many
it's gonna
strangers who
like-
just put the shield up the last second and they just edge back, and then their healers get them, and it's like,
They
oh,
fucking fly up into the sky and put their shield up, and then you're like, right, well, he's got 10 health there, so someone tickle him.
yes.
Because
Some
like,
flyers could go around and get him, or Spider-Man could
flick him.
Now, your queen Emma, nerfed. Now, it doesn't sound too bad in practice. I think this one especially isn't really the end of the world, because you can just not target a shield. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but like you can just not target a shield. But this, I was working it out. Obviously, before you got 4 of these a minute. Now you only get 3. So yeah,
it's a difficult one. It's gonna be harder to manage. Timing it or holding it for like we said, like Jeff ults and things like that. There's Scarlet Witch ults.
Yes.
I think it's 3 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but it is in
a competitive game, 100%.
In a fucking fierce competitive game where you need.
I think it's gonna make you rely more on your diamond shield rather than your diamond form.
To a degree, you're gonna have to. I think basically what they want is to make Emma a little less aggressive than she has been, which is the way you play her. So it's like that's going to have to be getting used to.
Her diamond form isn't strictly about survivability; it's more about control.
No. Yeah,
that's what obviously they've, like I said, they've nerfed it.
Yeah,
it's a difficult one. I think it's manageable, but it's gonna be difficult. The 10 to 5 per second is
for dealing with Groot. That's going to be shit.
Yeah, a lot of the time when I am dealing with Groot or Strange or other Emmas, like I will just stand back and shoot shields for a bit just to charge up. People leave their shields out, and I go, "Cool, I'll just farm."
It's easy, but now it's not going to be so quite.
And it's going to be difficult now,
Yeah, I think this is basically because a lot of matches you would see Emma versus Emma. And it just kind of became a stalemate. So I think that's why they're doing it. Penny Parker. Enemies caught him in Penny's webs are in for a stickier situation. Her ultimate build just got slightly more threatening. So Spider Drone new effect now slows hit enemies by 8% for 2 seconds. Each hit stacks the effects and resets the slow period, stacking up to 40%. Wow.
Love that.
Wow.
They're good. And obviously she drops them with her ult as well, so it's going to...
she's letting out more during her ult as well. So yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, I wish they would have done that in the beginning, because their webs, they're meant to be like sticky, they're meant to be disruptive. Like otherwise, what the fuck is the point aside from they're traps, you're trying to avoid them, but now you have even more reason to avoid them.
I think it's going to make. Sorry, go ahead, keep going.
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay, so what it's going to make really interesting is I think you're going to see a little bit more of like Penny and snipers. Because with that slow, you're going to get people who are going to be at like not saying it's going to be much easier to get those shots on those a little bit more of a wriggly DPS, for example.
Which is where I think the flyers will come back in as an aspect of where you actually have to learn how to move as a flyer, or you're going to get the more movement based heroes out there.
Yeah. Okay, Thor. Increased movement speed during his ult.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you just check your DM? Just 2 seconds.
Okay. Oh gosh. No, so I'm going to just say So for whatever reason, this has obviously come up, and there's been trending things here. Now to clarify, Nate's just let me know that one wasn't very appropriate. I apologize for that, guys. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention to this, and this is a Twitter where I don't have. I use this Twitter specifically because it's and look, they've literally come back. Like, what the hell?
Just leave it there.
I'm just going to apologize for anything that shows on this side. It is not at all to do with me. To clarify, let me show you. If you guys...
we know it's not you.
I know, but let me show you. Let me show you, for example. I literally follow 11 people, and the last time I tweeted on this was 2024. I don't even make that many tweets on this. This is a clean profile just to do this for this exact reason of not having stupid shit show up. But yeah, so apologies for
Just
that.
I'd say, just in case people were
Yeah,
like, "What?"
no, definitely right. Definitely right to say. Obviously, that's coming up for I don't know why, but that's kind of really disgusting,
Well,
actually. But there you go.
Something's happening, I guess.
Yeah. The God of Thunder's ultimate ability is getting an upgrade. More speed, new stun, greater bring the thunder. Increased movement speed during ultimate ability from 600 to 700. After ultimate ability lands, stun surrounding enemies for 1 second. The stun I'm okay with. I don't feel like this is needed now that you've got potential with Angela to... Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I needed this.
Yeah, I don't know if he needed a buff, to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
He's had consistent buffs recently, and I think where he's at now, he's a formidable tank.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
buff him
Especially
even
for
more
those who master.
and give him that fuck off spear.
Mhm.
I think that's he's getting banned.
Yeah.
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 He's gonna become like Beckham.
So duelists now. BP. I can't speak. I can't speak. I can't speak.
I genuinely thought you went because
No. To challenge survivability after striking a marked enemy is now less kingly. Reduced bonus health gained when striking vibranium mark. So basically, just his survivability is just
just
reduced,
less health.
both in his health that he gets and his actual health. Blade's getting an increase to his ancestral sword damage. I really don't think he needed this.
Nope.
In my
He is-
opinion.
Listen, the way that people have been playing him just as like a medium range shotgun, like
Yeah.
I've seen so few people use his sword recently, aside from blocking.
Yeah.
I get it. They want to try and encourage you. More of
Yeah.
his kit than-
Okay. Yes, I get that. However, when I see someone going with the sword, I think they're absolutely demolishing it quite frequently.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we've seen it in comp.
Yeah.
They are surviving. They're
Disgusting.
holding the point in the 1v6, and you're like, how? What's going on?
Yeah. So Magic loses a team up anchor but gets a whole arsenal upgrade. So Magic is the person who's got the most changes this patch.
Wow.
Remove
It's
team up
gonna be very
anchor. Reduce charge time required for Magic slash maximum damage. Magic slash new effect. Projectile now pierces enemies and reduces stepping discs cooldown by 1 per second. So basically, anytime she hits someone with that, she's going to be getting...
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Really?
This is why I'm saying Magic is going to get banned.
Non-stop. Yeah.
Look, increased
That's
that, increased all her potencies, and then during Darkchild, increased Eldritch Will single hit damage from 35 to 45, and Umbral Incursion damage from 135 to 140. Now,
Wow.
what I will say is, how much does this equate to this? Because if you're losing 15%,
Oh, okay.
it might not be that bad.
Yeah.
You might see her be somewhat
see.
similar. But this is my concern.
That's
She's going to
huge.
be moving so much more.
Yeah, for one thing, especially if they're like lined up. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you can basically instantly
Yeah.
get your dash back.
Yeah.
How long?
I think
of
it's
a cooldown,
I think
is
it's a 3-second cooldown at the moment, but it has
Is
charges.
it really only 3 seconds?
I think it's like-
feel well, yeah, it's got up to 2 charges.
And I
at
don't
a
know how
time.
long after the charges are gone, if that makes sense. But
I
even
wanna say
then,
it's 4 seconds.
but even then,
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
but how
she's
many
going to be all
enemies
over the
are in
map.
line?
She's going to be all over the place. It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
So
Yeah.
Moon Knight. Now this is interesting. Mark Spector's blade is now moon charged for maximum chaos. Moon blade now holds up to 2 charges, each taking 6 seconds to recharge.
Yeah.
That's the big one, right?
That's
I think
good.
it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
right click.
Okay.
That's going to be really good for like getting someone down quick if you want them out.
It's going to be great for Moon Knight survivability as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
It gives you the bonus health. And
Yeah.
I think that'll.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Size
Yeah, I
burst
like
damage has been slightly dialed back. Decrease the retrieve damage of wing shurikens per hit. I mean, that's a nothing change to me. Okay, you know what I mean? Not in a mean way, but in the way of like, I don't know really the effect of that, if that makes sense.
I
Like,
don't often see Psylocke being.
Psylocke's a problem in ult. Psylocke's really not a problem otherwise, I find, more than not.
Yeah.
That's
poke
my-
damage.
that's me.
She's
That's my
just-
personal-
yeah.
It's like Star-Lord. He's not a problem until he's got his ult, and then he's
Yeah.
everybody's problem.
I don't know. I've
Right.
Fucking Star-Lord.
Yeah, they can really jump around. Right,
Right.
this is maybe a generational change. Now, she didn't get the most changes.
For a Wanda main, we should say specifically.
From the Wonder Man,
Wanda
yeah.
main. I never play Wanda in comp.
So now, obviously, Magic got the most changes. I think she's got the most impactful changes here.
Yeah.
This alone
Mhm.
changes
huge.
everything.
Peralta, I will heal you so much
no,
more.
okay,
often.
we're good. We're fine. We're
I
fine.
was gonna say, those ones are fine.
We're fine.
Those are
Robert
fine.
Pattinson, he's not cancelled. Jennifer Lawrence, she's not cancelled. Hollow Knight, that's great. And then Free Code Friday sweepstakes. I don't know what that means, and that's okay. So we're good. We'll leave them there.
Anyway.
Can now be here. This is my biggest single issue on Wonder. Now, the ult is obviously annoying in its own right, but my biggest single issue on Wonder is I'm dodging away. I'm trying to get back to the healers, and they can't heal me until I come out of Mystic Projection. And I get annoyed, and it's not the healer's fault. And do you know what I mean? So this...
Yeah, because you get domed the instant that you go out of it, because people are following the little red dot.
Yes.
They can still see you,
Yeah, it's like, great.
Yeah. So that's really cool. I think that's a really good change, probably the best change that they've ever done for Wonder. Now, Reality Erasure becoming 9999 is hilarious. It's like it's just giving Final Fantasy. It's giving like like RPG, JRPG. But then this is disgusting. Now pulls in nearby enemies within 15-mile radius during meters. Sorry, not mile.
15 mile would be
the whole map. I'm
in a different game.
15 meter radius. Sorry, I don't know why I said mile.
Miles per second. Yeah, that's.
It's because I've been dealing with. I deal with a lot of miles, a lot of work, so that's why. During cast charge, max pull speed. Up to so this is actually insane because basically if you've got something like Angela on your team now or Groot and that he pulls them in first or you pull them in with this, then either way you can really play with, like, you can CC people to fuck with this.
That's a hit ult, right?
Yes.
It becomes essentially a black hole bomb.
Yes.
We'll get onto it in a second, but Sue Storm is going to help with that a lot.
Oh, yeah, with the slow. Yeah. We'll get there.
Okay.
Doreen is less of a menace from afar, thank goodness. Yes! Generational changes!
Oh my god, you guys are so eager.
You're out of the game.
Increase the hit. Okay, so scroll blockades a bit more.
That I'm fine with.
Yeah, but that's a direct hit with the right click, so that's a bit more tricky to do.
These good. It's a small change, but it's the Mama Bond cooldown is good as well. She can't just keep.
What's that one?
That's the one where she gets. Is that the refresh?
Yeah, that's the refresh.
Yeah,
the acorn. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where you can do either ability, because it's definitely not the, well, obviously the scroll blockades, the right click and
Okay.
I mean, I don't think 10 damage is enough to make that much of an impact, but I'm glad she
any nerfs to nerf.
Squirrel Girl is as squishy as Squirrel Girl is. I don't know why she's a problem in a lot of games. I just don't think people know how to target her specifically. Probably because they're too focused on other characters.
I think it's fucking ass that you can sit at the very opposite side of the map as Squirrel,
and you'll just get that. You'll just lob and just hope the best, and it works.
Yeah, if you know the angles. I think that's the thing of, like, they're annoying to play with a good character, just like any other character. A shit BP is a shit BP, but a good Squirrel Girl, no question. It's annoying when you just see them sitting there. Like, BP takes 2 clicks or like what's it called, a hotkey, and then you can basically kill any support.
Oh, but don't get me wrong. When you're
DPS Squirrel Girl,
when you're bad at a character, you're bad at a character. When you're good at a character, you're good at a character. That's true. But the skill levels and the skill ceilings, and I will be the first to admit, Scarlet Witch falls within this, right? You know, there are certain characters who are relatively easier to play, and these two are 2 of them.
No, they are the
and compared to something like BP, where you kind of almost understand why someone might be shit at BP, because you've got to do all the turning and shit, and it's a lot. But yeah,
it's like dying to a Squirrel Girl that's just sat on the point.
Just
let's say you're on convoy trying to get trying to push to your own attack, and the Squirrel Girl just sat literally just on the point, holding left click, not moving. And
which means you can easily flank
do anything about it because you're just.
Oh, there's always ways to deal with it. It's just annoying when it just feels like you're not dealing with a moving target. You're dealing with someone who's playing shooter, not simulator.
Well, yeah, that's the point. Like, it's that piece where it's going to be easy to deal with. It's going to be easy to damage. Like you said, Nate, this was one of your first characters, and probably what kept you in the game. Was how easy she was to play.
Yeah.
So
don't get me wrong, it's good to have easier options. It's good to have easier options.
I don't mind playing Squirrel.
I just don't want it to kill me in 2 hits.
Yeah, I enjoy jump around Squirrel, but you don't want to be killed as a healer in the back.
Well, it's not just one down. I'm just talking about in general. Anyway,
well, 2 hits. It'd be 3 hits minimum.
Anyway, we're on 1 hour and 10, so let's keep going.
I didn't think Squirrel Coat would be the thing.
Winter Soldier. Bucky is getting a handy improvement to his close quarter combat. Trooper's Fist new effect. Second Strike now applies a 1 second debuff to enemy hit, preventing them from using mobility abilities. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to need a refresher on what Second Strike is.
Is it not his...
That is Punch.
Yeah, I think so.
That was the red thing, right?
Oh, is it? I forget which one it is. This is the thing with these abilities. Like, most of them I know their names, but some of them I'm just like, that punchy thing. Or the orb thingy.
No, it's called Second Strike.
Well,
Troopers,
you know how you get
Fist.
2 charges?
It's called Trooper's
charges
Fist.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Because the first one knocks the flyers out of the air, but the second one will prevent them from mobilizing. Goodness, fuck.
So I thought the ability was called Second Strike. Now I understand.
No.
I completely read the fucking sentence wrong. So Trooper's Fist is his left shift, is the punch, the uppercut punch.
What I'm wondering is how's it gonna code to where you can see which one you've hit twice? Like it's a minor curiosity rather than an actual wonder.
Well, I think you wouldn't, but it'd just be a matter of...
I don't know. It's just gonna be interesting to see. Like, okay, I got to use this ability twice in a row.
Or no, it's not twice in a row. It's because you punch in, then you punch up in the same ability.
Dash forward is the first hit, and then the uppercut is the second.
So it's not even the red thing. It's the
dash
for
the uppercut.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So strategist, Invisible Woman. Sue Storm's control and ultimate abilities just got more fantastic. I actually like this because I feel it plays more into... I know there's obviously the balance aspect, but I feel like Sue was one of the characters that I felt didn't feel much like her comic counterpart, if that makes sense, in the fact that it didn't feel like she really pulled into the kind of the light spectrum kind of Gravity-esque style of her counterpart. I mean, we all just watched the movie that came out, or maybe Tater, I don't know if you have yet, but we watched the movie. There's parts where she's using that to kind of slow, and so I like this from a thematic standpoint as well. So increasing that slow effect is really cool to me.
I didn't even know that did a slow effect.
But it does a little bit, but it's going to slow enemies a lot more now.
Well, same for the Guardian Shield. Like, that was something I didn't know about. I was like,
but that's the thing.
Invisible Woman Shield?
But obviously, being able to slow by 20% is going to be insane.
That's just a passive on her, though, isn't it? Like any enemy that she's...
I think when they do it like this, I think they mean it's the part of the ult.
Yeah, it's part of the ult. Yeah.
So
because I thought that was... No, because as an Iron Man, you can basically just fly straight into her ult and then pop yours and boom, everybody's dead inside. But now it's like, no, you get slowed down enough to where you hear...
Okay.
But you think how that's going to team up with a Wonder ult is crazy.
Well, it's actually great because obviously it'll hide her as well. So
Wanda's going to draw them in, and they're going to be slowed, so they're not going to escape. They're going to have to shoot.
I still would like an Invisible Woman ability that lets her like put a Magneto bubble around someone, but make them actually invisible. I think that'd be fun.
That would be cool, actually. I would like for her to have a shield in some way, because I know she has the shield, but I think it's actually shit the way it is currently.
Yeah, she should be able to put it on herself.
Yeah,
I think. Like,
I just think it should be a shield.
Magneto put a shield in himself, but like,
it should be a shield like Magneto's. Personally, I think that they're kind of like having just the little dodgy ass shield. Like, it's the most annoying. I think it's one of the most annoying things in the game.
It never goes in the direction you want it to either. You literally, you'll click on someone, and it'll go behind them, and you're like, well, now they're just going to get shot.
Yeah, they're getting healed, but they're not getting...
Yeah, they're getting healed, but now they're just like, they're supposed to block damage as well.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff's ultimate leaves a healing pool. I actually think this is one of the best changes they've done again.
Yeah, that's huge
because so many times I'm pissed off that Jeff has...
Oh my god, that's fucking... They did the same thing with Rocket's ability, though. So, I mean, again... I think a good Jeff knows when to use his ult, and others just do not.
But there's plenty of Jeffs that don't, and most Jeffs don't, and most Jeffs just see the blood and they go for it. So being able to kind of have something that will be left behind after that. So if Jeff's off fucking about, you've still got a potential to heal. Is good. And also, what I'd be interested to know is this left in the same way that Rocket's ult is left if he dies?
Yeah.
If Jeff dies, is that still there? Because that's even better then, because a lot of times, as you know, Jeffs will use that ult, die, and just stood there like going, well, we've lost a healer and we're going to all get killed now. So if that's still behind for 8 seconds afterwards, that would be pretty good.
What I
I'm
want
also
to know
wondering
is
if it counts if he swallows anybody.
It will. It leaves it behind.
Oh yeah. Wherever he puts his whirlpool, there's an 8-meter circle of healing. What I want to know is what happens if it's a Jeff Nader.
Interesting.
That'd be so fucked. Imagine that being the worst bug in existence.
However,
But at the point of activation, so if he activates his ult, it should just land wherever he's activated.
Oh, true.
And then swim into because a lot of the time he just jumps in without doing the whirlpool first, right? So
yeah. But it says point of activation specifically as well. It's not when he gulps people; it's when he goes down.
Yeah.
So you will actually have that healing from when he's in that, if that makes sense.
Oh, so in other words, it's going to be in your backline as opposed to more survivability. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Because if it activates where he swallows people, then he's
It's
basically
pointless.
got 8 meters of invulnerability.
Yeah, no, so it's a point of activation, but he could go back through it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could activate. You could, for example, you could activate it near an edge, go out, get the thing, and go back. Not the thing, by the way. Get the guys.
I mean,
help.
Okay, Loki. Less damage, healing, and ultimate ability active time for the God of Mischief. Reduces illusion damage and healing ratio from 100% to 80%. Reduce God of Mischief ultimate ability shift period from 15 seconds to 12 seconds, but basically it still allows the duration of ultimates if you're using the ultimate of a character.
I'm
not bothered.
That's pretty good nerfs.
I don't think he's I don't think he's particularly an issue for me currently, but I don't think he's not in a good place to where this would,
I think that's balanced him nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially for it kind of does. So many times, and this is my issue with a lot of my teammates, is that no one seems to target the fucking clones. But now there's less reason to target the clones, I suppose.
So they know that we think Luna is a nepo baby. Reduce fate of both worlds from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. I feel like there's enough counterability. If I was going to get a nerf for Luna, I don't think it would be this, personally. Because I feel like there's enough ways to stop her ult.
I will say it's the same as Cloak and Dagger ult.
Yes.
It just stops the game for 12 seconds.
It does. You're right. Cloak and Dagger more than Luna's, though, I think. Because Luna's, you can push someone out of it. Cloak and Daggers covers a whole point. So I agree and I disagree.
I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, but Luna can move hers. I think that's the other thing of where with Cloak and Dagger, you can also push. Oftentimes, I will try and push her out of her own ult because then she's just as easy to kill as ever. But that requires your team to focus her.
Yeah. I mean, I just have a Mags and Iron Man, and you've basically resolved this problem straight away anyway. But that's my opinion on it.
That's you go.
Mantis movement boost from Nature's Favor now decays to 0 over 2 seconds after being hit instead of instantly disappearing. So she's just a little faster. She's a speedy girl again. Ultron's ultimate now deals extra pain. No defense is too strong for the AI Overlord. Ultimate ability effect deal 125% but damage to bonus health.
Oh, so if you have bonus health, it does more. So a rocket ult.
Yeah.
That'd be a good counter. Yeah.
Or the new ult from Angela.
Yeah,
and
that's interesting.
Or Magic or Cap's ult.
Thor. Yep.
It's very specific that it does more damage to bonus health. That's gonna wipe out people's.
It's good though. It's nice to have something for over health specifically.
It is nice to do. But again, Luna's bonus health was super easy to get rid of anyway. It's not like she.
Yeah, but that's gonna rinse it quick enough to be able to potentially rip through it.
Kill it. Yeah.
Bonus health also just Rocket and Penny in general.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
Oh God, yeah.
It's going to rip that off straight away. It's basically pointless.
Fucking a lot of bonus.
You're asking about who needs an Ultron. Apparently we do.
Yeah. Divine Armory. So we talked about this before, but Thor gets the this pike and Angela gets 100 health from it. Arcane Order we discussed. Dimensional Shortcut is gone. It's gone from the game. Disappeared. I don't hate this, but I actually did like that team up a little bit, but I don't hate it. Gamma Charge, and then balance changes. Looks like Arcane Magic is getting a bit weaker for Scarlet Witch. Basically, it's not as potent. It's been halved. But considering now that she has so much more survivability and also has a much stronger ult, I'm not going to complain about that. That is okay.
The magic original? Was that with?
So it was
Psylocke.
it says Psylocke, but it should actually be, it was Magic, Psylocke, and BP at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then obviously it was Magic and BP.
I was gonna say because Psylocke
hasn't been in it for like months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's it, pretty much. Obviously, there is meant to be some more stuff releasing later on today, regards some more skins and stuff, but we obviously had to record this now, so we won't be able to discuss that necessarily. Let me just refresh it quick, see if there's anything crazy.
Gambit. I love you don't actually follow him.
No, it's just because it's on my other dodgy. It's on my not dodgy. My other
dodgy account.
Dodgy account.
Dodgy.
But yeah, I would love Gambit in the game. This guy was voicing in Marvel Mystic Mayhem, so it'd be cool to see Gambit in the game eventually.
I just don't know. We don't need a DPS again.
I think Gambit could be. Yeah, it depends on how you do him. But yeah. So I think Gambit could, if you up the trench coat a bit, could he tank?
No,
could he tank?
No, they won't make him a tank. They will not.
Hey, with that whatchamacallit, the bow staff, you could. That could be quite cool as a concept, to be honest. Having him spin it around as like a defensive thing, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Tank. God.
But anyway, that is pretty much a wrap up for season season 4. I saw 0.5 there, and it threw me off. That's it for season 4. Kind of a roundup. Again, as we have it currently, there's still stuff to come out, but we'll leave it there for now. Tater and Nate, thank you for joining as always.
Yeah.
And we'll be playing this next week.
Yay.
So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys as always. I'll see you later.